Now, good evening everyone. Let us start our topic, water lesson. Already we have discussed yesterday a little bit. Now we will go with the further details. So what is states of water? Matter contains how many states? Matter. What are they?
Solid,
Yes. Solids, liquids and gases. No. In the same way here water is also present in three forms. What are they? Solids, liquids and gases. What is solid form? Solid form is ice. What is liquid form? Water form. And what is gaseous form? Water vapor. Okay. Almost earth is surrounded by the air. In air, humidity is there. Humidity means what again? The amount of water vapor present in the air is called humidity. Okay. So here solid form of water is ice, liquid form of water is water again, gaseous form of water is water vapor. So here if we apply more temperature, high temperature for the water, what happens?
It will become water.
For the water, if I apply more temperature, it becomes into water
vapor.
If I decrease the temperature, it forms into ice. Okay, that means liquid changes into gaseous form when the temperature increases. When the temperature decreases, it changes into ice form. I am coming to water cycle. What is water cycle? Water is a renewable source. What is renewable source? Renewable means what? Again and again they will be coming. Yes, renewable source and non-renewable sources which cannot be come back. Whereas water will be comes in the form of rain. But if we cut a plant, will it grow again? That is non-renewable source. Whereas water, what happens? It comes in the form of rain. Then again how it goes up?
By
Evaporation process. Okay, that means when temperature increases on the earth's surface, this water forms into water vapor and reaches the clouds. Okay, when the temperature decreases in the clouds, what happens? It forms in the fall of rain. Again that water reaches the earth. So it is renewable natural source. Yes, everyone. Rainwater is a fresh water or not? Rainwater is a fresh water. But that water when it reaches the earth atmosphere, we have number of gases around us. That gases will be mixed with those water and that water is not completely drinkable. Okay. But after purification we can drink that water. Clear? Next. So water cycle is nothing but the process of evaporation and condensation. Evaporation means changing of water to water vapor. Liquid to gas. Condensation means gas to liquid. Okay, not solid, liquid. Okay, so clear everyone what is water cycle? The continuous process of evaporation and condensation is called water cycle or called as hydrological cycle. Next, we have already discussed, though we have 70% of the water on the earth, we are unable to drink that water. Why? Because that is salty water. Then what about fresh water? From where do we get fresh water?
Glaciers and rivers.
Glaciers, rivers, lakes, rainwater, underground water. So there are mainly two sources of water. Okay, they are nothing but fresh water. We have mainly two sources. What is surface water? And one more is underground water. Do you know what is surface water and what is underground water?
Surface means
Surface water is nothing but when rain falls, for some time it will be there on the roads, it will be there on the muddy areas. But after some where that water goes? Underground. That is nothing but it will be seeping into the ground. The water before seeping into the ground which lays on the earth's surface, it is called as surface water. Mainly in the dams. Okay, reservoirs. And next is rivers, lakes, all this. All this comes under surface water. Clear everyone?
Ma'am,
Sir.
in dams, why water will not go in underground, ma'am?
Because there underground, I'll explain when I am explaining underground water. Okay? Clear everyone now? Surface water until land pan unde water. Okay? But what happens when rain falls today? Today in the evening you can see all the places on the earth surface, water is present or it is wet. But tomorrow can you see that?
No.
Where it is going?
Underground.
Underground. Okay? Surface water is nothing but the water which is present on the surface of the earth. Clear? Next, underground water. Just now you asked where that water grows. See, just near your houses or near the water bodies. That is nothing but near lakes or near rivers. You just make a small hole there. Make a small hole. You will see some, make it some deeper. Afterwards, just touch the soil.
It will be wet.
It will be wet. Why it will be wet?
Because water
Water goes
inside.
The same happens. Where you asked now where the water goes, that goes into the underground. Clear? How it goes into the underground? There is no place, no. So here the earth is having different layers of surfaces. Yes or no? Different layers it is having. That layers will be having some small air gaps in it. Okay? When the water falls on the earth's surface, that water will be seeping into the air gaps. The water will be slowly seeping into the air gaps under the ground. Okay? That is the reason why we are having underground water right now. When rain falls, as it could not store all the water on the earth, there will be some air gaps in the earth's surface. That gaps are filled with this water. That is the reason when we are digging the soil near the water bodies, we see sand as wet. Clear? Understood? So here, this is the way how we can get underground water. How can we get underground water?
By the water is digging.
By digging. In olden days, they used to make wells. They used to build wells. Yes or not?
Yes.
How they used to make wells?
By digging.
By digging the earth's surface, they're making a whole big hole, right?
Yes.
So, what happens? See, I have said that water seeps into the air spaces in the earth. If the air space is big, what happens? All the water near the space will be joining the space. Yes or not? If this is a hole I have made in the earth surface, whatever the water present around it in the soil just comes into the open area. That open area is nothing but wells. Clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood how underground water is reaching the earth and how we are taking it out. Okay. Now, but normally today we are using bore wells. Just in order to just make a big hole, but nowadays I am making only little bit of hole. Okay, that which goes very deeper into the earth surface. And by using just only one switch, we are getting underground water into our tanks. Yes or not? That means that is pumping. That water is taken by us using the pipes. Clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood what is underground water?
Yes.
How it reaches down? How it reaches down? When water falls on the earth's surface, what happens? There will be some air gaps in the sand, no? It will be taken by that. It will be absorbed by that. Clear? Next, that water how we can be bringing? How can we bring up?
By digging.
By digging. When the air gap is made into big, whatever the water present around the gap will be falling into the well. Okay. Next, see here. Water table. Water table is nothing but we are digging the soil. At certain level, we see that the water, the sand is wet. If we still dig, what happens? The water comes at certain level. Okay, that level is called as water table. Clear? For example, this is the earth. Okay, I have made a hole up to here. Okay, up to here I have made a hole. So till I started here, I have seen some mud as wet. But still if I make it deep, what I can see?
Water.
I can see water coming here. Okay. This point is called as water table. Okay. This water table will be less near the seas or oceans. Why? Because water bodies is near to it only, no? All the gaps are filled with the water. This will be deep more in the deserts as there is no water there. Okay, this water table will be sometimes less than 1 meter or more than 1 meter also, or even sometimes more than 100 meters also. Clear? What is water table? Where we can see the water in the underground. Where we can identify the level of water in the underground. Next is the water present between the water table. This is a water table point, no? Here I have point the water. Okay. The water less than this point is called as ground water or underground water. Clear? This is a water table point. Okay. I have found water in this. So whatever the water I get from down part of the water table, that water is called as underground water. Okay. Any doubts? Fresh water, how we get fresh water? Only by two sources. What are they? Surface water and underground water. Next. So here the process of going water into the earth's surface is called as infiltration. Infiltration. The process. See, there will be air gaps in the soil, no? That air gaps are filled with the water. That filling of water is called as infiltration. Clear? What is infiltration? The air gaps in the underground are filled with the water. Okay? That process is called as infiltration. Clear? So here that is the reason the level of underground water need to be increases or decreased. We will be saying in the summer the underground water has been decreased. The underground water has increased. By saying this water table. Clear everyone? Understood what is water table?